interact करता हूँ, I give them an example of how you can't control malaria by killing mosquitoes one by one. You have to go to the pond where mosquitoes breed. For us too, we cannot strengthen democracy by allowing one or another individuals like वो कर रहे हैं, ठीक है ना, बस वो कर रहा है, ये बात कर रहा है, वो कर रहे हैं, नहीं 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 नहीं, एक बंदे से आप नहीं कंट्रोल करा सकते कि वो एक बंदा will talk back to power, that one person will be saying the unpleasant things, then face the music, and then we all together will reap the harvest, or we will reap the fruit or the crop or whatever it is. No. For democracy to be stable, for democracy to sustain itself, for democracy to stay in any society, every denizen of that society has to ask himself this one question: what share am I putting into the existence, sustainability, and growth of democracy? If the answer to myself of this question is I don't know, democracy will be in danger. Democracy will not become stable. Most of the times when people talk about Pakistan and democracy, they say democracy has failed in Pakistan. I do not agree with that. It has not failed in Pakistan. That's a very pessimistic statement. I hope you don't believe in it. Because when you say it has failed, it's like there is no hope. We are looking for another possible system. No, it hasn't failed in Pakistan. I believe in that. It is struggling. Most of the times when I talk to students and some of my colleagues, I say we have to be very careful with the use of our language. Not just in terms of other things, like हम बड़ी आसानी से कहते हैं हम इसके खिलाफ जिहाद करेंगे, हम इसके खिलाफ जिहाद करेंगे, या तो जिहाद को हमने बहुत मिनिमाइज कर दिया है, इसकी सिग्निफिकेंस को इतना कम कर दिया है, मलेरिया के खिलाफ भी जिहाद, ट्रैफिक मसाइल के खिलाफ भी जिहाद, लोड शेडिंग के खिलाफ भी जिहाद, ये तो जिहाद को हम वी आर ट्रिवियलाइजिंग इट. नहीं, हर एक चीज़ के खिलाफ जिहाद की ज़रूरत नहीं होती है, कोशिश करनी चाहिए. But why I, for example, say we should be careful with use of words, because jihad is not just, koshish. Jihad attached with it brings a lot of violent images too. हम जिस अंदाज में हम बात करते हैं ना, अपने बड़ों को सुनते हैं, कोई भी बुराई होती है वो कहते हैं हम इसको जड़ से उखाड़ फेंकेंगे. It's like if you think of the action that goes with uprooting something like that, it's very, very violent. बुराई को जड़ से उखाड़ आप फेंके ना फेंके बुराई फिर भी रहेगी. Let's learn to live with evil. Let's learn to work in a manner so we can minimize occurrences of some of these undesirable things. We cannot eliminate them. ये हो ही नहीं सकता. Nature doesn't follow that law, because nature doesn't think in a unitary manner. एक चीज होगा, कोई भी चीज होता है तो अगर हमें नजर भी नहीं आता तब भी उसका अपोजिट मौजूद होता है, हमें नजर नहीं आता या हम मानने को तैयार नहीं होते. And that is where perhaps democracy too somehow in the neighborhood of that एक के साथ जो हमें नजर नहीं आता. हम तो वो लोग हैं जो सामने, once things are out of sight, they are out of our mind. That too, I think, is a very autocratic attitude. We need to have a very, very, good understanding of why things happen the way they happen, who makes them happen, and why do they make them happen. ये नाइविटे ख़त्म होना चाहिए कि ये हमारे जो फैसला करने वाले हैं वो जो भी हैं बड़े ही मुखलिस हैं हमारे. नहीं, sincerity is not something that you can gauge by sticking some sort of a meter into a ear or a nostril or a mouth. No. Sincerity, we guess by looking at what they do for the system which brought them. So if I see some sort of an autocratic attitude in my elder, be he or she, be they provincial members of the parliament, national members of the parliament, we should have the stamina to say, it's like, next time I'll be careful in supporting a person like that. So डेमोक्रेसी के लिए मेरे ख्याल में जो सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है वो ये स्टेमिना है. हम हर इलेक्शन में इस उम्मीद के साथ जाते हैं कि उस इलेक्शन के नतीजे में आने वाले मसीहा की तरह सारे मसाइल हल कर देंगे. नो, इट डजंट हैपन. और फिर कुछ एंटी डेमोक्रेसी या एंटी डेमोक्रेटिक एलिमेंट्स जो हैं वो अपनी कहानी अलापना शुरू कर देते हैं. कुछ मेरी मायूसी हो चुकी होती है, मुझे मायूसी हो चुकी होती है, दोनों मिलके हम फिर डेमोक्रेसी को कोसने लगते हैं. और डेमोक्रेसी हम सबको देख के मुस्कुरा रही होती है. इसी को तो डेमोक्रेसी कहते हैं. कि आप जरा डिक्टेटरशिप पे बात करें ना, नहीं हो, इट डजंट अलाउ डिस्कशन. It isn't. Dictatorship is just one thing. Whoever has the muscles is right. In democracy, whoever has the mind, whoever has the ideas, whoever has the ability to serve the people, he is right. She is right. They are right. So, while I can go on, rambling about all these things, one last thing with which I particularly want to leave our students. Think about how perhaps you have lived 1/4 of your life, 20, 21, 22, that's the average age of students in universities. So if you make it to 80, 20, 21, 22 will be 1/4 of your lifetime. So 1/4 of your lifetime you have already passed. How much of hateful things have you done? How much of loveful things have you done? For your people, for your neighbors, for your university, for your city, for your town. If there is silence, you have not been doing things in a very democratic manner. Because democracy does not see itself only, it sees the other as well. And it not only insists on what this self wants, it also insists on accepting the presence, existence, and respectful existence of the other, and giving the other the right to want things, to do things. And that is where we come towards diversity. So as a student, am I willing to have some sort of diversity in my attitude, in my life? Have I done things in a manner where I have made life easy for my class fellows? For people who go to the same university, people who live in the same neighborhood, people who go to the same hujra, or people who go to the same mosque? Or does my presence make things difficult for them? If it makes things easy for others, you are very democratic. Because that's what democracy believes in. Live and let others live too, which is what diversity is all about. So while my mother may believe I'm the best in the world, every mother believes that about their children. So let's listen to every mother, not just our mother. Let's see things not only from our perspective. Let's also begin to understand that there are other perspectives which we also have to respect. God bless you, and may you live long, and may you keep smiling all the time, and may the process of learning never stop for you, and may you have democratic attitude in your house, which is where democracy begins, in your neighborhood, and in the rest of the country. Thank you very much.